Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. How we doing? Mind Crush, Mary, Shaman, Dietrich, hello. Sorry I'm a little bit late. I was watching USA beat Latvia, and I had to take care of Layla. Wanted to make myself dinner, so a little bit behind. John. Thanks for the 15 months.
Wait, what? Why? How? What the hell?
There's a lot of things that could warrant those responses. About all I got for that. How we doing? We're gonna start by okay then. Also the chickens. Nice. Real nice. Chickens. Okay. Chickens. Well, thank you for that. Thank you so much. Thank you. We're gonna drive to that area over there. How's everybody doing? Chickens, yes. Okay, great. A little bit of update from the library front. I have officially passed 250 books. We're at 251. I have to return one because it arrived pretty damaged, and I'm not taking a new book when it's ripped and busted up like that. If it was a used book, it'd be one thing, but that was a new book, so they're sending me another one that'll be here tomorrow, and I'll send the other one back. They were not fiction books. These were personal development type books that were recommended by Ryan Holiday, an author I like quite a lot. Thank you for the bits and for the 15 months, John. Appreciate that. Let me get my sheet up. They are called The Art of Learning, 13 Things Mentally Strong People Do, which I don't really think he recommended specifically, and 10% Happier. He did recommend The Art of Learning and 10% Happier, so I'll read those eventually. So that's good. I also finished The Engineer's Mechanic last night. That was my 7th book of the year completed, I want to say. Let me check my planner here. Yep, 7th book. That was I didn't realize. I thought it was a standalone. It's not. They're writing the 2nd book right now, and I could see this series being turned into a movie or to a series. It's very, very good. It's very good. I was pleasantly surprised, and after a lot of deliberation and figuring out what book I want to read next, I decided I definitely want to jump into a series because I just read a standalone. So Recursion will be read after this series. However, oh, The Engineer's Mechanic? It's good. You see, even if I didn't Even if I knew there was an unfair series, I still wanted to read it. It's super, super, super good. It's very, very good. I really was pleasantly surprised. I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna need help with this bridge delivery. And actually, let's do this instead. Let's go pick up the piece. So yeah, that was an outstanding book. The beginning was very good. The middle was surprising because it was a total shift in the first part, and then the last part kind of shifted back to what the first one was like, but also different. Yeah, I don't know. I highly suggest reading it. I thought it was great. 5 streams in a row. Thanks, Riddick. Appreciate that. Wait, where am I going here? I'm going the wrong way again. Why do I keep making that mistake? Using your power wisely. Of course, of course. Understandable. So the next book I decided to read is something I've been eyeing for a while. And I wanted to jump into a fantasy series. One that has been highly recommended by an author I see a lot. I haven't read any of his books yet. This is the first one of this trilogy, and he also has a few other ones. But before I tell you what it is, I wonder if anybody might know it just by the cover. Past my start time? Well, there's a reason for that. I was watching USA beat Latvia, and I had to go take care of Layla. Hi, Dietrich. Hello. And then I wanted to make sure I had dinner. This way I didn't have to end early, which would have been very, very quickly. Because we are not streaming... We might not be streaming until Monday night. We'll see after today. So, the next book I am reading, does anybody know this one? Before I tell you the title. Has anybody read this book? This is the deluxe edition for this particular trilogy. I started it today. Oh, he's here. 3-day weekend. Yep. Which is why I'm probably not streaming Monday. Well, not until Monday. I have a guest. Aegon? No. This is the Bloodsworn Saga by John Gwynne. First book called The Shadow of the Gods. So, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous book. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful book. Inside is all... This is the deluxe. This was... I believe Minecraft gifted this set series to me. So I started it today. About 450 pages or so. Second one's about 500 something. And then the third one's about the same as the first one. The first book apparently is the lowest rated, but that's mostly because it's set up. But even then, I've heard incredible things about the series. It's also a completed trilogy, which is great. After this, I'll probably read Recursion, and then I have to think about what I want to read after that, because these 3 books are going to take me about a month and a half, maybe more. I'll be reading this series for a while. But then again, when you start with a 6-book out of 7-book series, you know, it, a 3-book trilogy is not too bad. I've never read a completed trilogy back to back to back, so we're going to be doing that now. Even though technically I have Red Rising, Golden Sun, and Morningstar. It technically was a completed trilogy. But thank you for the 3 streams in a row. Popcorn. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, sure does. Oh, so, yeah, so I was thinking about getting Aragon. I've heard good things about it. They're pretty long. I was actually looking at that series specifically. I've heard great things about it. I heard the movie was terrible. But It's a series. So you liked it? I mean, I would read that eventually. I mean, it would fit the library quite a bit, right? I think I was looking at that exact. Let me look at this. Maybe I'll add it to my wish list on Chat GPT. Okay. I'll add, let me see if it's already on there. Okay. Show me my wish list. I have, okay, that's on there, that's on there. Okay, that's on there. Okay. No. Okay. Let's add 4 books. Okay, good. Not bad. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Hello, cult. Hello, hello, hello. How we doing? How are we? How are things? Fantastic. Good to hear. Okay, so the inheritance cycle. I could... Those are pretty long books. So... Interesting. Cool. Well, let's continue. First things first, we're gonna go get this bridge going, then we're gonna bring the truck over to its destination, then we're gonna start that route. And then we're gonna start getting the facility completed. We have a plan. We have a plan. So I saw it's like cleanup, right? It's like hazardous waste and different vehicles and stuff. Man, I haven't played that game in years. I love that they put so much love into the game. It just looks too overwhelming at this point. Ah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, did it? No kidding. I saw, I didn't see the state of play. I actually forgot it was on today. That they showed more from Galactic Star Racer, which we will sure as hell be playing that when that comes out. Galactic Racer, forget the exact name of it. Not expect to slide that much. Has anybody ever seen the movie Hell or High Water? I've been watching it on and off for the last day or so. I'm almost done with it, like the last 10, 15 minutes. It really isn't that good of a movie. Chris Pine is in it. It's like a couple of brothers that knock off banks. It just hasn't been good. Okay, good. Move this out of the way. Actually, before we do that, let's welcome back. Have you ever seen the movie Hell or High Water, Minecrush? No? Okay. Just about finished with it. It really wasn't my favorite. Oh, that was a good movie. I watched that with my father back in the day. Start plotting this. Whoa! Oh, crap. That just froze up completely. What the heck is going on here? It already started the run? I haven't even finished it yet. It bugged out. I don't know. Been happening occasionally. No, I saw the truck moving along the track already. It failed all the way up to the bridge, and then it stopped. I added the Aragon to my list. That it's something that I've been kind of on the fence about, but it's just I think it was more like, okay, when am I going to get to it? But it doesn't matter. I've heard really good things about it, so I will read it. How are you doing with Lightbringer? Barely into it. Okay. Ah, gotcha. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay. Usually this helps restart everything. Yeah, see how it's just kind of bugged out? Like you hit cancel and it doesn't work. Alright, We'll fix that in a second. We'll at least get this mission done. Stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Gonna open or bounce off? Of course it will. Of course it will, because why wouldn't it? Yes, there is. So far the game has been a bit buggy. Mission accomplished. Okay. All right, let's quit the game. We'll load it back up again. We will load it back up again. Unbelievable. And we're loading it back up. Really? Does that mean I have finally won? We've already had reduced shenanigans. I feel like a winner, you know? Hey, Focus, how are you? Okay, why isn't the game showing up? Just one thing after another right now. There we go. Okay. Shouldn't have to. This has happened before, and I just restart the game and it seems to fix itself. Yeah, it just hung up there. Okay, so now this actually is a problem. I've never had this problem. What the hell's going on? I just do not understand. So what? Now we can't finish this particular... I don't understand. This is like one of the main mechanics of the game. How is this a problem? I don't understand. So what the fuck am I supposed to do now? Do everything else and just sit on my thumb until it's fixed? I don't understand. I'll tell you right now. If it does not resolve itself before we finish this, I'm done for the night early. Because unbelievable. There we go. There we go. Well, I guess we'll start picking up the area. And we'll go from there. If we finish everything else, then we can start trying to troubleshoot Treebeard, what I did. You could. You could do that. However, nothing would happen because he isn't real. Gosh. Unfreaking believable. Okay. I feel as though okay. He's still a fictitious... You know what? I am not doing this right now. Work. We're just gonna put it on the roof. Okay. We have a lot of things to move, but we're going to move them. Like a shit ton of things to move. So let's get to work moving it all. Why would you go there when the highlight was on the other thing? I don't understand what the hell's going on with this game right now, but there's clearly a problem. And then that failed. How? This game is still having problems. I'm really enjoying it. There's a lot of simple things that are just not working right now. And preventing you from completing a mission. Sorry. It's kind of a major issue to me. For creating routes in this game is one of the major aspects of it. And if you can't do it, and you already have DLC coming out, that's the problem. I mean, seriously, if we get hung up with the game and we can't continue, then we're going to put this on the shelf for right now. And we'll do other things. I don't know what those other things will be yet, but... So who knows? This could be our last stream of RoadCraft for a while. Until it's fixed. Which who knows how long that's going to take. I do not know. Question is, what would it be? Thank you. Here's a question. I know somebody that when somebody sneezes, they don't say bless you. If you do it in front of them, they just ignore it. Does anybody know anybody like that? Two for the price of one? Pretty good. Of course, you do? It drives me crazy. I know the premise of it was to ward off evil spirits and shit. I don't believe in any of that crap, but it's just a polite thing to do when somebody sneezes. This particular person doesn't do it. And, you know, you could argue. It's upsetting. Sad. Hey, listen. Just because I'm trying to nourish people's stomachs with delicious pasta doesn't mean that it's rude, okay? It's not my fault you have no taste buds. I wonder if there's anything on Reddit that would fix that particular issue. Can't be the only ones having it. It's happened to us before, but I was able to resolve it last time. Maybe there's something that is on there talking about routes not being able to be canceled or can't run a route. Gotta be something. Okay, that's done. Can't cancel a route. I can't even edit the route. Let's see if we can deliver this. If I can get this truck to its destination without having to tow it. Something tells me it's highly unlikely. This might be a pretty short stream if I can't get that route reset. We could look it up on the way. Wait, resetting the map progress? Like restarting from the beginning? Screw that shit. I'd rather uninstall the game. The amount of time I put into this map, hell freaking no. Am I resetting the map progress? No freaking way. Because there's no guarantee it won't happen again once you get back to that point. That's bullshit. Oh, no way. Mm-mm. Absolutely not. Obviously, if this happened to a route early in the map, that's different, but we're near the end. There's like 15% more to go and we're done. That is not happening. These 18-wheelers have got to be the worst vehicles in the game. We'll be there before next week. Okay, that's the first hurdle. We're gonna have issues with this thing over here. We're gonna get stuck here. The most idiotic thing I have ever seen in a driving game. I don't think 18-wheelers were this bad in SnowRunner. They were not this bad. In fact, the truck, like this truck in SnowRunner, was actually very, very good. But it also had, once you picked up the unit, it had a differential. This truck doesn't have it. I really didn't think I was going to have a problem, but... Cancel it on the infrastructure menu. I could try. Let me get up this hill. I didn't think it was going to let me do it. Because every time I hit cancel, it just didn't actually pull it through. Let's take a look. Infrastructure menu. I mean, it says hold L to cancel route. Nothing. It thinks it's running right now. And I didn't even kick it off. It just, as soon as I put the first point, it just started sending the truck along. It doesn't make any sense. And honestly, if the truck ran right now, it would make it. And I made it all the way to here. But... nope. Nothing. So... this might be the end of RoadCraft. Oh, come on. Get out of my way. Oh, what the hell? What are the fucking odds of that? I mean, come on. What a load of shit. I am having difficulties with this game at the moment. This DLC has been kind of wonky. It's not just me. Okay, so here's another question. Are there any other sim games that involve driving wheels that I could use outside of SnowRunner and RoadCraft in those games? Like, are there any good ones out there? Because maybe we'll just jump into that instead after this. Because I might be interested in picking it up. Okay, that's done. Six, 5. You already have that. 6 beams. Oh, fuck off. Here we go again. Great. Fantastic. All right. That's done. We might be done with this in just a few minutes. That's the sad thing. Well, if we can't find a fix, and I can't find another game to possibly jump into, we're going to be done within just like an hour and 15 minutes. It's going to be a very, very, very short stream. Okay. I also don't know what resource needs to go where yet, so we have to figure that out. Chat, what's going on? What the hell? What's up, Trendy? Trendy, we might be done soon. We have a bug, and I don't think there's a way around it at the moment. We don't know if it's gonna be a, price of steel. You know, you should be sorry. You should be sorry. So that infrastructure, we'll talk about it as soon as I deliver this. Like, this should already be done. Like, right now, we should be done with the mission. And I don't quite know what to do after this. And that's unfortunate. Yeah, but the repair tool, I don't think fixes that particular error, unless it does. It would be interesting if it did. I could run it. I could see what happens. Alright, so here's the problem that we're having. This infrastructure route cannot be canceled. Can't be canceled. Don't know why, just can't do it. So what we're going to do is quit the game entirely. Okay. I'll run that tool. I don't think it's going to... That was more to stop the glitching back and forth. I don't think this is going to fix the problem. It could. I'd be shocked if it did. It's just a stutter remover. But I'll run it. Why not? Run. Can't hurt anything. Unhandled exception. Okay. Try this one. Match the game executable. RoadCraft. Patch not found. Already patched. What? One thing after another. Seems like it's already patched. Alright, here's the thing. If this doesn't work, we've got two options. More time to read? Yeah, well... True. I really did want to stream tonight because Friday, Saturday, Sunday, most likely I'm not able to stream. So... Well, definitely not tomorrow and Saturday. Sunday, maybe. Three options. Well, one, we could find a different game that involves the wheel and construction stuff or whatever it is. Something that's just as good or better. Which I don't even know if there's something that exists. Or maybe we jump into Enshrouded. But if we're going to do that, that would be something we would do every single day going forward as a main game. Or maybe we play the Prison Break Simulator or something. But we might be saving that for the 10-year anniversary. So, I don't know. Farm sim? Yeah. True. Yes, D-Trick? I did. I did. It looks very good. Like there's a story or something along with it. See how it just like bugs out? Like it freezes? Yeah, that's it. I think we're done. We're actually unable to complete the game. I can't even edit anything. Because the thing says running. Unfucking believable. Imagine spending 158 hours in the game. You've 100% at everything. And then you get to close to the end of the first DLC and you can't continue because of this. I really don't feel like reinstalling the entire game right now. so annoying. Well, hello, Veronimo. How are you doing? Well, we ran into a bug, which means that we cannot continue the game until it's fixed. How's Neo? How's Neo? Oh, that's not good. I'll hope you feel 100% soon. That's not good. Okay. I never played any of the other ones. I'm doing okay. It's been this month's been a little weird. Hasn't been a great month. But I'm trying to see what we should play right now. Well, that's just it. So, here's the thing. There's no checkpoints. It saves, like, all the time. Or pretty frequently. This route, where we have, like, these set routes, you see this truck moving right here? This one's running. I'm setting up a new one. I built this whole bridge, set up a new one. It's all paved. Like, it would work instantly. But, for some reason, when I set up the route, the truck started moving before I even finished the route itself, marking it and mapping it. So, when I try to cancel it, it doesn't let me cancel it. I've tried restarting it. I tried doing a bug fix for a third-party app. Doesn't work. Other people have been reporting this is also an issue, so I gotta wait for a patch. I don't want to uninstall the entire game and reinstall. It just makes no sense to me. Previous saves just... Well, if I do that, we'd lose all the... I don't know if that would work. The thing is that this happens... This has happened multiple times. So... It'll probably happen again. This just needs to be fixed. So the question is, what do we do now? It is. Do I find a different game to play? It's okay. I appreciate that, though. It should. It should. It should. Should we find another simulation game? Hello, Atrin. How are you? I don't know what would even be good. Well, we're not done with the game, but there's a bug I can't avoid. And restarting it and everything is not fixing it, so... kind of have to put this away. So we've got a few options. That's true. We could go to the other DLC and start that one. We could do that. That's a fair point. We'd essentially be leaving this map unfinished. But we could go do the other DLC map. That's a fair point. I didn't think about that. We could do that. We have washout over here. We could start this one. Read that in Dutch. Ow. What? Washout literally means laundry wood. Does it really? Also, chat, this is the last time you're going to see Layla for until May. My parents pick her up on Sunday. They come back for their trip. Layla? Hey, Fuzzy. Oh, your tail's wagging. No. No. What you doing? You sleeping? You're not sleeping, are you? What you doing? Huh? Hey! No! No! Are you sleeping? Hi! Hi! Oh! I'll go back to sleep. Okay. Poor little baby. Not really a baby. She's like 6. Many pats. Okay, so maybe when the next update comes out, there'll be a fix to this. It seems to me, as much as I wouldn't mind switching to a different game, that for today, it makes sense just to start Washout. And then maybe when we come back, we move on to something else until a patch is done. Does that sound like a good idea? Oh, laundry wood? Okay. Well, let's check out Washout. Sorry, laundry wood. Laundry wood. Well, it was just the route. This one... Yeah. If it's bugged, we can just wash some wood out in the laundry. All right, here we go. Objectives. Use the Highland to set up an operating base. Okay. Well. Onward. You know what I think I deserve because of all this stress and uncertainty? It starts with a B and ends with a K. Well, that's a great start. There's just a hole in the bridge. Rick? No. No. Back? No, but it is 4 letters. And the 2 letters in the middle are the same. And good luck with that one, suckers. A B, 2 letters are the same, and a K. And don't just start throwing random letters in there. Doesn't make any sense that way. What's wrong with you people? Beak? No. It's something you read. Something you read. Ook? Kindle? It doesn't start with a B. Beaky is a word, though? Of course it is. So is laundry wood. Okay. This doesn't look right. Well, maybe it does. Can you just turn in the direction that I'm turning the wheel? That would be wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so very much. What you're saying is I can't have a book? But I really want one. I'd very much like a book. Preferably 3 or 4. Maybe 7. Can I have 17 books, please? I don't need your permission. I don't? Well, that's news to me. Because I thought I did. Oh, no to the turning of the wheel. I see. Gotcha. No, we're technically halfway to a library. 500 books is supposedly like the minimum for a library. I'm at 251. I would get Aragon. I would get that. It's 1,000. Clear the way across the dam. Build road. So it's 1,000. So we're more than a quarter of the way to a library. What you're saying. Remove the wreckage from the river. Okay, well, let's start with that. I would pick up Aragon. Those 4 books. I would do that. Clear out the river first. $100 for personal library, 500 to 1,000 for books for more substantial collection. The key factor is the organization and accessibility of the books, not the exact number. Well-organized collection that is easily accessible. Okay, so then technically I already have a personal library because everything is meticulously organized. Well, that's no fun. Let's just say it's 1,000. I don't know. I disagree. How the heck am I supposed to... Clear the area of objects. This thing's gonna flip. You piece of crap. So I don't need books anymore? That kills the whole fun of it. You know what? I have a better idea. Not only do I think I still need books, But I think instead of 1,000, we should add a 0 at the end of that. That's the new goal. How's that sound? Not yet. 10,000 10,000 books? Does that not sound achievable? If half a book now? Half a book? Wait, like literally half a book? Sorry, you're American. What the fuck's that supposed to mean? Oh, wow. You know what, Geronimo? You and I are gonna throw down, okay? Pretty sure. I dare you. You and I are going to have a problem. Alright? Because here's the thing. Nope. Here's the thing. I don't know. All I know is cyan's my color and she can't have it. And I win. This game's going to be the death of me, I'm telling you. Hey chat, Geronimo's picking on me. Make her stop. Picking on me. I never do anything to deserve it. Hey, listen. Geronimo loves the pasta, okay? She loves that recipe. She admitted it herself, okay? Trendy likes it too. The salmon ketchup thing. Where the hell did you get salmon from? And I did have that for lunch. Salmon. That's a different thing. This creation is something my father introduced to me, where it's the egg noodles with the ketchup and the cottage cheese that you said you really, really liked, and it tastes delicious. Right? If Geronimo admits to it, I can get a book. If she doesn't, then I can't get a book. Perfect. I was just not a reply. Geronimo's pretty clever. He's pretty clever. That mean I get half a book? Really? You have 3 master's degrees? No kidding. Fantastic. You actually get to use them? Emmy? Is it a master's degree in how to piss off somebody with a name that has to do with weather? 'Cause you're not bad at that. Not that I've ever actually been pissed off, but you know. Economics, okay. That's a solid one. There's financial stuff. Well, it depends. This week, yes. This week it did. Because I made an oopsie, and thankfully it was fixed. Yes, we're gonna call it an oopsie. That's all taken care of now. I remember studying macro and micro when I went to school. I hated it. Book funds? You could say that. Thankfully, I got everything back. The next morning, actually. You know, I have to say, this map really makes me want to take care of the environment. You know? Like, yeah, just like that. Listen, forget cutting the soda can plastic so that the turtles don't get stuck. This is the new meta. Throwing cars off the dam. Why would I owe you a book? That wasn't a part of the agreement. The only agreement is I get a book. And so far, I have not gotten a book. And why is that? Why am I not allowed to get a book? So what you're saying is I don't deserve... What the hell? That's rude. What do you mean I don't deserve one? Okay, first of all, let me make this perfectly clear. Everything I say is satire. Nobody has to do a thing. This is a free show. I say that to cover my ass. That being said, what the hell do you mean I don't deserve one? Which word do you not understand? Beek. B-E-E-K. What is that? I forced you to buy books? You think I have forced you to buy books? You know, I wonder if we just screwed... I just screwed myself. Because... Okay, it's just this. Sofa. That's a good idea. A working bathroom is important. That is a great idea. Drive the crew to the steel mill. Okay. Can we make bridges? There are no bridges available. Okay. Okay. But if the road's not paved, how am I supposed to drive the crew to the mill? Explain that one to me. Sure. I just have to find a way to get over there. Because the problem is, there's no bridges. Okay, yeah, I don't think we're getting there with this. This thing's gonna get stuck. This is a shit show. We have got to find a way. That's blocked off. This is a dead end. What the hell? How the hell are they expecting me to... Okay. I suppose I'll have to drive here. Is that what I'm doing? A bridge truck? I do have a bridge truck. I do have a bridge truck. Yes. I do have a bridge truck. You're right. You are smart. I'm gonna laugh when it's not long enough, but that's besides the point. Totally doesn't reach. It just doesn't reach. Look at it. It doesn't work. It doesn't reach. the hell? What are we gonna do? You want it to... Geronimo wants me to fail. You just want me to fail. Why do none of you ever want to see me happy? Hmm? Why? I don't understand. Why are you so mean to me? So you want me to drive off the edge. You were hoping that I would make it. And I just fall off the edge. That's what you're hoping for. Is that about right? Accusations? Well, when somebody says I don't deserve a book, I become irate. Okay? I become irate. All right? I have never, ever driven over a bridge and fallen off the side. Okay? I've always made it. I've never had a problem. Release the bridge parts. Listen, I have never, ever had a problem. Okay? Ever. And the fact... I thought it was a little further to the left. I thought it was a little further to the left. It was not further to the left. It was further to the right. I thought it was further to the left. As I was saying... Okay, you all have to know that that was done deliberately. Come on. I'm not that stupid. I will apologize when I get myself a new book. What a crappy horn for something like this. That's not apologizing? See, but I did it on purpose. The form of blackmail. I don't care what color mail it shows up in. Not even blackmail. Get myself a book. It doesn't matter how I get it. That's true. It doesn't matter how I get the book. It could be never. That is true. Where the hell are we going right now? We're going the wrong way. That's the way we're going. You know what? A long time for that apology. Why should I apologize when I did something like that on purpose? Shouldn't hinge on that book? Well, you said I don't deserve it, so you don't deserve an apology. When somebody says I deserve the book, then I will consider providing an apology for something that I did on purpose. Sure. You don't deserve it. Okay. Okay, so what if I gave you an apology, but it wasn't from... Okay, hold on. So... I can give it... So you want an apology. Is that what you're saying? You're saying you want an apology. You want me to stop everything I'm doing right now and give you an apology. Okay. Let me write this down. Why won't you apologize? There probably will be.
Think I owe you an apology? Want me to take back some of those mean and hurtful little things I said?
You didn't say from who.
Okay. I'm sorry you're just a little turd that can't hold your liquid out in public. Now you get on out in my face while I pick you up and toss you out that window.
Sensitive.
You think I owe you?
You didn't say it had to be from me. You just said an apology. Okay? Just get that out of the way. Now, with that being said, I think it does. You were not specific. Also, why do I owe any of you an apology at all? It was literally not an apology. Why do I owe any of you an apology? Because I drove off a bridge on purpose? You going the wrong way? Sure. Rewind the VOD. Go on. You said I don't deserve a book. That's hurtful. Okay? That's really hurtful. Where's my apology for all the abuse I've taken the last 10 years? Where's my apology? I don't get one. Listen, you are a community. When one person does things, we are a family, okay? When one person does things, it affects all of us. It's too bad I can't dig a hole in this game. They're not your responsibility? Yeah, I was ready to say, it's only been a month or two. You're kind of off the hook, unfortunately. But then again, you've caught up pretty quick. You fit in, like, immediately, so I don't know. How can I say I'm sorry every stream, but you can't say it once? Okay, first of all, when do you say I'm sorry every stream? First of all, now you're just making shit up. I'd like to know what I'm apologizing for. It's always your fault. Yeah, and yet you never apologize. What am I apologizing for? What do you want an apology for? And then I will see if it's worth apologizing for. Because at the end of the day, it is my decision. Generic attitude? Subjected to you? Chat treating you. You're apologizing for chat treating you so poorly all those 10 years. As you said, you were one community, so one person equals every person. Right. But I'm technically not a part of the community. I mean, I am, but not really. I want to say something that's about to get me in a lot of trouble. I just want to say one thing that's going to get me in a shit ton of trouble. Can I say it? I'm not actually a part of the community. I'm above the community. Obviously, I don't believe that for a second. I just want to start some shit. Oh, crap. This is fun. I like when we have these fake arguments. I find it to be exciting. Low hanging fruit. I like it here. So, to make it up for you, I thought I'd make you dinner. Okay? How's that sound? I'll make you dinner. For dinner, here's what we're having. Here, how you doing, Og? Here's what we're having for dinner. I'm going to make... Okay, first of all, I'm actually a decent cook. That's besides the point. Okay. Secondly, for this particular apology dinner, I will be making a Caesar salad. Okay. And after the Caesar salad, I'm going to make you a nice warm bowl of pasta with ketchup and cottage cheese. How does that sound? That's like a war crime? Holy crap. That escalated quickly. Honk. Chat thinks, the rest of chat thinks that I owe them an apology, but they won't tell me why. You're calling Big Daddy. Okay, I've never heard Lily call herself that, but, you know, whatever. Each their own. Make him Alice? Shit. Oh, we lost some sand. What are those girls called? We'll have to be more specific. Weetabix blender slop Star Wars style. That sounds gross. BioShock. Oh. You know, I've never played those games. I've watched them. But I've never played them. I mean, I know what it is, the giant robot thing. It takes care of the girl. I'm aware of it. I'm not stupid. Crimes against food. Okay, first of all, I'm not 5'4". Okay? I'm 5'7". There's a big difference. Secondly, how dare you? I've shrunk? What do you mean I've shrunk? I'm not 90. I'm fun size? What the hell is going on right now? You know what? I'm ripping up all of your Valentines. I wrote every single one of you a Valentine that I was going to leave on your desk when we started school, and I'm throwing them all away. Because fuck this. An armrest when you're in here? Okay, first of all, how tall are you, Veronimo? No, I haven't. I didn't watch any of it. I was watching USA Hockey play Latvia. $167. Okay. Can somebody please convert that into U.S. units, please? Because clearly the U.S. is wrong and doesn't keep up with everybody else. Maybe it got stuck. Oh, this is you. This is chat. This is chat. This is why we have problems. I say pave the road and you find a way to screw up. Unfreaking believable. Gotta do everything myself around here. Okay, 65.5 foot 6. Wait, you're 5'6"? Wait a second. So we're So I'm a half-inch taller than you? And you're giving me shit? That's rich. In heels, sure. Okay, I can stand on a box and then use you as an armrest. I don't understand. I don't get it. Walking with a box? Hey. Nobody said anything about walking. They just said using you as an armrest. I can keep myself perfectly still. Okay? Tisk, tisk, tisk. This Thundy abuse has just reached an all-time low. Calorie queen, the what? Why would I have? Abuse. You are so full of shit. Did we just get ourselves stuck? Oh, that'll work. You are all so mean to me. Okay, that worked out very well. You all got awfully quiet. Is it because you're planning your apologies? Not yet. We have to unlock the ability to make bridges in this map, apparently. What do you want me to apologize for? You haven't even given me an answer yet. You're just a bunch of wuss. You're just a bunch of wusses. You're all soft. What do you need an apology for? Hmm? "10 years of being..." Oh, oh, holy crap! What the hell's happening tonight? That's so messed up. Ow! That one hurt. You started it. Listen, I have done nothing wrong, ever. Alright? I've never done anything wrong. Listen, I am a complete angel, okay? There's one thing we can all agree on. It's that I am a perfect angel. Except I don't believe in the devil, though. Hi, Lila. Listen, out of the two things that you said, they both really hurt my feelings. An apology for me having to be your friend, and that I don't deserve a book. What the heck? Oh, so I want to give my friends food, and because they don't like the recipe, I have to apologize. Unbelievable. Do you hear? So selfish. Unbelievable. Just so unbelievably selfish. I have never, in all my days... Unbelievable. Me too. You know what? Here's the thing, though. For every book that I get, I will apologize. How's that sound? I think that's a pretty good trade. I'd break 2 minutes. Okay. Well, I set it up so that it does it every hour. This way people can time it, or I could just step away and not. Hey, dragon. Because I don't like pre-rolls. I think it prevents growth, and somebody stops in, first thing you see is an ad. Nah. That's not cool. Now, I don't think this is going to work. Doing pretty well. Chat's picking on me tonight, especially Veronimo. She's being very mean to me. She said I'm ugly and I'm short. Sorry. For hating on my salad. What's wrong with my salad? Now hold on just a minute. We were not talking about the salad. Now that's screwed up. You were talking about the salad? What the heck? You're hating on your warm pasta with cheese and tomato sauce? Do you want me to apologize? Animated emote? Ah. Yeah, that's pretty tough. I'm sorry you were struggling with that. See, I apologize. It's not that difficult. See? Oh, yeah, we'll be playing the hell out of that. I'm sorry I have been such a good friend for the last 14 years. See, the way you phrased that, you can do it. I just did it. We believe in you. What am I apologizing for? What do I have to be sorry about? I'm sorry. Geronimo! Okay, that was the best one yet. I'm sorry I returned to the stream. Holy, I just realized Wally's still here. I never took him down from yesterday. That was freaking hilarious. I did see the I did. I saw it earlier. It popped up on TikTok for me. Okay, that Geronimo, that was funny. Credit where credit is due. That was funny. That was good. I enjoyed that. Oh, Ankh, do you know? Fun fact: Veronimo is Dutch. Huh? Well, he is also Dutch. That is why I say it. He is also Dutch. Left immediately? Well, I mean... I don't think that happened. I still think this is going to fail. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh my gosh, this whole wheel not working when I wanted to. he might have gone back to work. Sometimes he stops in for a second and then goes back to work. He's a pretty busy bee. Couple cool things. All of these kind of gaming events, I mean, 2:30 in the morning. Well, he doesn't live there anymore. He used to, but he lives on the moon now, collecting cheese. The only degen? See, but you would have been a degen no matter what hours you worked. That's what we've learned so far. Objective completed. Objectives. Happy sweat. The spin and walk away. Oh, that's great. Where did everybody go? Where did everybody go? I don't understand. Why does everybody leave me? Screw this fence. Why do you all leave me? Is this something I said? So about those apologies that you owe me. You all owe me. Objective completed. Repair the steel beams facility. Okay. From here to where? Oh, is that really it? Well, that's easy. Already built. The road is complete. Everybody left. Just me here now. That's sad. Guess I'll go read a book. Electricity. Fine. You actually needed to work a bit. And then the sorry on top of it. That's great. This ties everything together. Fantastic. Love it. Absolutely love it. That's a good sign. This map really did require you to buy one of those bridge vehicles, or to suffer going a different way. Okay, that's not true. I work very hard, thank you very much. Don't penalize me for my efficiency. Just because I'm efficient does not mean that I don't work. Okay? It's not the name calling you. Work? What's that? Ankh! Did you miss Veronimo's message? She's so hurt by that. See, she works her ass off. That's why she's talking to us at the same time. Okay, first of all, just because I run out for a couple hours doesn't mean I don't start earlier or end later when I do that. Lie to us? Professional fall off a bridge, demand a book. I drove off the edge on purpose. Saying you don't, you all don't. I'm saying he does not. Wow. What is going on right now? This is bullshit. What is happening right now? I don't know how I feel about this abuse. You're making me want to go out and buy a book. No, I can't do that. I don't want to leave Layla. She's only here for a few more days. As much as I'd love to run to Barnes & Noble and get myself another 20 books or so. Nothing I can do. Hey, sure, that's funny. Don't make pizza, crouton, Caesar salad that I sent you. Is it pizza, crouton, Caesar salad? Onk! Geronimo thinks that you ditched her. What the hell? She's very, very hurt. Caesar salad pizza. I've had a chicken Caesar salad pizza once. Okay, if I successfully connect this power right now, I will consider getting myself a book and apologizing. Or apologizing. Correct myself. Or apologizing. I have considered that I will maybe get a book. Okay. That's done. Leftover pizza, Caesar. Leftover pizza? That sounds gross. Get the bridge layer and try it out. I just did. Build another road. Okay. Gotta have all the stuff there. Let's clear the area of objects. You can go back. You can go to bed. Okay. I hope you don't have any nightmares about this broadcast. That would be very unfortunate. It would. It would. That's right. Everybody's nice to Ankh. And to everybody else. When it comes to Thundy, screw him, right? What's up, pig? Thanks for the lurk. Don't buy books? You apologize? That's... You know what? You're right. I've been very selfish. I'm very sorry that I want to continue to grow my library. Accept my apology. I did just get some pizza crust in the mail. Well, not in the mail, in my grocery delivery today. Hey, look. Truck has a hat. It's gone. Okay, I would like to earn a book. How do I earn a book? Read time this early? It's beautiful, isn't it? How can I earn a book? What could I do? Apologize. About what? What do you want me to apologize for? What am I apologizing? I'm sorry. For what? I have no idea. It's true. Sorry, eh? Just rolls off the tongue. Thanks for hanging out, Geronimo, though. Hope you sleep well. Watch how smart I am. This is the first time I've had to do this. I'm a genius. I'm just gonna say I'm a genius. I am. We just have to admit to ourselves that this is the future of the world. I am a genius. You need to accept it now. Okay, so I apologize. But I apologize literally for nothing. Nice. That was satisfying. No, I grow tired of this back and forth. Get it? Tired. I guess what we'll do is we'll continue this map in the hopes that that other map will be patched. And if it's not, then we did everything we could. And we'll stop. And then I'll retire from streaming. Right? That's the deal. Oh. Okay. Okay. So they gave me... Oh, okay. I don't understand. They gave us the bridge thing before we already had a bridge thing. Ah, okay. I guess we didn't need it for over there. Fine. Alright, maybe we'll finish up this mission and then I'll call it a night. Since you all seem to be sleepy. Okay. I have frozen yogurt. Yummy. You know, this is the longest we've gone without throne, and I'm very happy about it. You know? Never thought I'd feel this peace and quiet. This is the quietest it's been, I don't know, in what feels like 6 months or a year. It's so peaceful. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. This is what it used to be like this. No shenanigans. Where I could just game. You know? She's snoring. Okay, that... Thanks, Gonk. Appreciate it. Like he doesn't know. Okay. This is the last thing we're probably going to do tonight. Let's make it a good one. It definitely did not. Ooh. Surprised they gave us access to the bridge layer before we unlocked a bridge layer. Donk, have you ever thought about becoming a game dev? Or like making a game on the side? In college? Got it. Now, no. I see. Okay. Makes sense. Seven years. Forgot I went to college for game dev. I did. I actually did. I did. You think we can get all these at once? Probably not. We're gonna try. Yeah, we're not getting all these. Well, we're gonna try. Could be fun. Let's try to get all three of them at the same time. If I can get all three of them, I'm going to get myself a book. But it has to be in one shot. If it tips once, it's over. Okay? I can't use any other vehicles either. So that's clearly not going to happen. Yeah, there's no way this is going to happen. I'm in dreamland. If I think this is going to work. Well, hold on. Hold on. I don't know why I'm even bothering to try this. We might be able to pull this off. There's no way this is gonna work. There's no way. This shit is going to fall. Oh my god, what am I doing? How the hell is this working? This is a bad idea. This whole thing's gonna fall off the bridge. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. No. Okay. All right, we're moving forward. If we can get to the road, I think we'll be okay. I think this is where it tips, though. No freaking way this is working right now. No. Okay. Don't touch the mouse. This is crazy. We did it. We did it. That's crazy. Wow. That was pretty freaking cool. We should be able to deliver this pretty easily. It worked out well. Alright, we'll deliver this vehicle, then we'll probably stop for the night. And then we'll be back on either Sunday or Monday. And if we're not back until Monday, that means next week we're going to be streaming Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Maybe Friday. And we'll continue this for now, you know? Honestly, my original plan was to play this up until we hit our 10-year anniversary, and then we'd switch to something after the fact. I don't know what we will play. I thought about Enshrouded, but... Enshrouded has good combat, and there's a lot of base building. We can work on our base a lot. It could be a lot of fun. It came out with a lot of new stuff since then. There would be a lot of gameplay. They added a ton of patches, and it could be fun to really dive into that live. They added water into the game. That could be cool. They really do some serious design work. Something that we've always enjoyed. Maybe we even started during the 10-year at the end. Just an idea. That's done. Establish a supply route. We have to build a road here. That's okay. That's pretty easy. Nice if we had another base closer to that. I have it safe. For the marshlands, we have objects to deliver from here to the warehouse. Should be pretty simple depending on what the objects are. Can't tell. It looks small, but I can't tell. They're electric motors. So we'd be driving here and then driving them to its destination. That's the destination. Come down this way. Yeah, that's not so bad. We can start with that next time. We'll retain this. Start with this. All right, everyone. I'm going to call it here. And we'll be back in a few days, okay? Thanks for everything. Appreciate you watching. And I'll see you all either on Sunday, but most likely Monday, okay? Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.